You will need a towel or a blanket, or a scarf works too for mine, and a yoga block or a book that is a similar size. And that's it.
Cool. I am going to go ahead and take it away if everyone is ready. Let's just start with a couple of breaths all together. You can tuck your toes for this if you want a little bit of a foot stretch, or if you don't like that, you can sit like this, or you can tuck your toes under completely. For these breaths, I'm going to move my hands forward and backwards. As my hands move back, I'm going to open through my chest. I'm going to try to lift. I'm going to try to look up towards the ceiling. And if you want to, you can interlace your fingers behind your back and get a little shoulder stretch. And then for your let's do this on the exhale. And then for your inhale, your arms are going to come forward. I like to grab my own knees. I'm rounding to the back, and I'm going to try to pull my shoulder blades apart from each other. I'm tucking my chin in as I do this. So we're going to do 5 nice and slow. When you're ready, inhale, arms go back. Opening through the chest, trying to stay long through the spine. You can interlace the fingers if you want to. And exhale. Grabbing your own knees, taking a little stretch, tucking the chin in. Good. And do 4 more on your own. You can follow along with me if you want to. I've got my trusty companion here running around. Thank you. And if your cat conveniently comes into place, I guess you can pet them as you move back and forth. She just always happens to be in the perfect spot for that. Great. All right, that was my last one. So from here, let's get a little bit of our blood flowing. We're going to move a little bit more vigorously now. We're going to come to standing. And we're going to switch between running and doing fun things with our arms. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to run in place. Nice and simple jog, light jog. And we're going to move our arms in big forward sweeping circles, like I am trying to swim through the ocean. Good, and then backward sweeping circles, but keep running. Nice. And then to switch it up a little bit, let's do the kick yourself in the butt run. And we're going to do crisscross arms. I like to switch which one is crossing each time. And then we're going to do a palms up version of this, knees high. Try to keep your arms approximately at shoulder height. Good, and then rest for a moment. Catch your breath. Great. From here, we're just gonna warm up our arms a little bit. You're gonna stick them out to the side. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pat. I'm pushing down like I'm trying to pat 2 large bunnies right next to me. Pat, 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 pat. Try to keep your shoulders engaged. More or less, try to keep your abs engaged too. Don't be like this. Good, then turn your palms up facing the ceiling and pat up, 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 up. Like you're patting a giant beach ball. Nice. Looking good. Then palms forward. You're gonna pat forward. These are small movements, don't get too crazy. Nice. And last one, this is a weird one. You're gonna turn thumbs down and you're gonna pat backwards. You should be feeling this in your shoulders as they start to warm up. Good, and rest. Let's roll that out, take a moment. Ooh, those get in my delts. What about you? Nice. Okay, let's do some hip circles next. So I'm just finding some balance. Oops. One leg at a time. I'm taking one knee up and over and around in a big circle. You can use something for balance. Otherwise, embrace the wobbles, as Staza said in a previous lesson. Very nice, everyone's looking great. Switch direction. I'm doing approximately 10. I say approximately because I forgot to count that first time. Good, and then switching, other side. And switching directions, same leg. Excellent. All right, we're gonna move back to the floor for the next one. Turning my camera angle. We're just gonna do some rocks. So you can grab the backs of your knees if you want to. If you want more challenge, you can have the arms off the legs. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep my thighs the same distance from my chest. Those of you who have been with me before, you've probably done these with me. We're just rocking nice and smooth. The goal is to keep your back rounded so that this is a gentle motion. You don't want your back to be slapping the floor at any point or thumping. If it is, really try to pull back through the abdominal muscles, and that'll help you round your back. Having said that, try to keep your neck long and relaxed. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Those are looking really solid. Good, let's do 2 more. Good. And pause for a moment. So we're gonna add on. This is one of my favorite add-ons to this exercise. And for this one, we're gonna add on to the top of the rock. We're gonna plant our hands on the floor, and we're gonna try to lift our bums off the floor. Now, if you've got a good press handstand, you might already be able to lift and hover. I can only lift for like a second. That's all we really need. Try to lift without letting your toes hit the floor. If this feels just absolutely impossible, it's okay to let your toes hit the floor. Just try to still lift the booty up regardless. These will look like this. Rock, lift, rock, lift. There you go, yeah. Go ahead and begin when you think you've got the hang of it. You're gonna do approximately 10 of these too. Nice. It definitely helps if you have long arms relative to your torso, but I believe in us. We can do this. This is number 9 for me. And 10. Great. That one I find starts to warm my abs in a really nice way. Okay. Once we've done that, we're going to go to our hollow body. And we're not going to go into a full hollow body. We're going to do little leg switches. And as we switch, I want you to imagine that you're trying to pass something under your own leg, like you're a, basketball star or something. I like to clap behind my knee each time. So they're going to look like this. Okay. Just switching back and forth. We're going to do 20 of these. 1, 2 counts as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 10, 20. Nice. Great job, everybody. All right, let's take a little stretch from there. Keep sitting up to read my notes. Just pull your knee right into your chest. You can roll side to side if you need to. Pulling that leg in close. Then, if you want more stretch, you can grab behind the knee and try to straighten that leg towards your face. Really trying to straighten through the knee as much as you can. Good, and then take that leg, and you can rebend it again if you need to, and you're going to twist, trying to stay open towards side. I have my same side shoulder on the floor as the bent knee, and I'm looking towards my straight arm. My other arm is helping me push that knee down. This is called a supine twist. Yep. Just pivoting so you can get different angles of the stretch. I sometimes get a nice back crack or two out of this. Nice, and then let's do that on the other side, starting by bending the knee into your chest. You can roll around a little bit to release any tension you might have in that hip. And then for more stretch, grab behind the knee and really try to straighten that leg. I am gently pressing into my hands, and I am gently using my hands to pull my leg. Good, and then rebend that knee, and you're gonna take that twist again, over to the side, and opening up to the shoulder. So take deep breaths into the side twist. It's okay if your knee doesn't touch the ground, but try to keep the shoulder on the floor. If you are completely on the ground in both directions, you might need to modify this stretch by doing it off the edge of a bed or something, just so the ground is not limiting your range of motion if you're really bendy this way. Great. And then come on out of that. All right, checking the time, perfect. All right, I'm gonna move right into the next section. This is going to be a little bit of strengthening for our back bodies and our core. We're gonna start with the top of our back body. One of my favorite exercises is what I call "Come at me, bro." I named it myself, I don't know if you can tell. But it is an exercise for our lower trapezius muscles, which if you're an aerialist, it's what you should be using when we're hanging from anything with our arms above our shoulders. It is the triangle set of muscles right in between our shoulder blades. So when I retract, these are the muscles that I'm turning on. I like to think of these as where my mom used to pinch me when I would slouch. She would like come up with her fingernails and just like, so it's those muscles. Here's what the exercise looks like. You're gonna lay on the floor with your face down. I'm gonna talk at you though. You're gonna bend your arms and you're gonna make a triangle with your fingers and let that triangle right above your head, like so. I am trying to relax my shoulders, making sure that they're not lifting towards my ears, but that they're down and relaxed. I am not pressing into the floor with my elbows, nor am I lifting my elbows off the floor. They're just there. And I'm going to do the following. I'm going to lift my hands off the floor, and I'm going to rotate them up towards the ceiling as far as I can. Now I'm going to try to do all of that without using my neck muscles and my upper traps. I'm just trying to do it with my low traps. I'll turn a little bit sideways so you can see better. Like so. Your arms might not go very far, They might go further than mine. It just depends on how strong those muscles already are and how in tune you are with that range of motion. I find that I don't really feel this until I get to about here. And then I usually like to double check in to make sure that I'm not engaging my neck and shoulders. Okay, please try 10 of those at your own pace, since some people have already begun. See if you can really tap into those muscles between the shoulder blades. Feel them squeezing. Nice. I'm just peeking to see what everyone's doing. Those look really good. This is a fun one to do with a partner as well, if you ever have someone nearby, because they can put their hand on your back and they should feel those muscles engage. It's kind of cool. Lovely. Once you've done approximately 10, go ahead and peek up so I know that you're done. I'll show you the next one. Excellent. All right, looks like most people are finished. The next one I also named. I call this one Robot Barbie. By the way, I got both of these exercises from Emily Sherb, if you know who that is. She's an aerialist and a PT who does a lot of these shoulder rehab exercises. But I love them for warm-up. For this one, we're gonna lay on our backs. I find this easier with knees bent and easier on the floor. You can also do this against the wall, but I find it a lot harder. We're going to bend our elbows in right to our sides, and I want a 90-degree bend at the elbow, and I want the elbows right next to the body. I'm also trying to keep them parallel. I don't want this to happen, and I don't want this to happen, or most commonly this. I'm going to lift my hands up, keeping them perfectly parallel until my fingertips touch the floor. And then, if you want to push it even more, you're going to try to straighten your arms from there. All of this ideally is done without losing the abs. So if your back pops up like that, you've kind of lost that engagement. So try to keep your back flat against the floor. And then you're going to go back and forth. Now, the hardest point for me is right here, where I really want to do like this number with my arms, but don't let yourself. Keep your arms parallel. If you have a yoga block or something, you can actually hold it between your hands to keep yourself honest. Otherwise, try a few of those nice and slow. Maybe like 5, not too many. This is an external rotation exercise. The brain likes to do all kinds of weird things and internally rotate the shoulder when you're trying to straighten the arm above your head. But we can't let that happen as aerialists, because if we do that, we risk injuring our shoulder in that moment. Yeah, these look really nice. Try to really keep yourself honest. Try to keep your elbows parallel as well. That's the hardest part. Keep your elbows parallel. I'm seeing a little bit of flaring action. Parallel all the way up, and then parallel all the way down, meaning that you're really leading with your elbow tips on the way back as well. Yeah. Nice, you guys. If you find this really easy, make sure that your ribs are really in. And if you still find it really easy, you can try it up against a wall, and that'll make it harder. Cool. Everyone looks to be about done. Awesome. All right, we're gonna get into a little bit more back stuff. Let's warm up our rotator cuffs. This is one of my favorites. You're gonna have your arms out. You can do this standing or I'm kneeling. You're gonna flex your fingers back as hard as you can, and I want your arms at the edge of your peripheral vision, so not too far back, just a little bit on front. Shoulders down, abs engaged. And then you're going to write out all the letters of the alphabet as quickly as you can with your hands. Okay. Don't worry if you mess up. It's just about the movement. I want it to be as sporadic as possible. Nice. And this one is always fascinating to me because I noticed that about half the people tend to mirror their letters, and then about the other half of people tend to do the letters the same with both hands. Which is funny because I tend to mirror them. I don't know why. I've just always thought of that. Great. Okay, let's do our mid back, mid to low back. Okay, so for now, we are going to lay down on the floor, belly first. I'm going to lift up, and we're just going to warm up that area first. Make sure your butt is squeezing, because squeezing your butt protects your low back from hyperextension. And then we're going to swim. Swimming from a shark, swimming towards a shark, I don't know. Whatever floats your fancy. You're just swimming, moving around. We're going to do this for another 20 seconds or so. You can move through the legs. You can bend your elbows. You can swim with your head too. Nod it yes and no to if your neck gets tired. Got about 5 more seconds. Good, and rest. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna curl up from here. Try to keep your toes on the floor for this version. You can use your hands, but try to use them as little as possible. I like to start extended. I'm going to pull my hands under my shoulders, and I'm going to start to lift with my back. I'm really trying to lead with the top of my head, pulling my shoulder blades back. And when I can't lift up anymore, I'm going to plant my hands and then finish to my cobra. I'm also going to try to re-engage my back on the way down and back to extension. Let's do 5 of those. So hands in, lift. When you need the help, place your hands down. You'll know because your feet will want to start to lift off the floor. Don't let them. Good, this is number 4 for me. Everyone do one more. Check in, see how everyone's doing. Yes, lovely. Very good. Good. When you are done, we are going to do a couple of kicks for our bum. So you're going to need to come to a standing position after that. You can use something for balance if you need to, or you can just stay curled. I am trying to really round through my upper back because I'm trying to take this out of my back at all. We just used our backs. You can use your own leg, or if you have an object to balance against, you can use that object. Bring one leg behind you, and you're going to try to just use your thumb, and you're going to kick back 10 times on each leg. Really try to stay rounded through your back, because if I do this, I've pulled it into my back, and now I'm using my back muscles. Once you've done your 10, these should be pretty fast. You're going to do your other side. Nine, 10. Great. Now we warmed up the backs of the legs too. All right, I got one more for us. We're going to do arch body rocks. An arch body is kind of like the opposite of a hollow body. I am in a back bended position, but it's an engaged back body position. Most of you have probably done this before, but it looks like this, or like this, or like this. You might have done different versions of this. But I am lifting up, kind of like I'm doing Superman. I'm squeezing my butt to keep my low back engaged. I am trying to retract to the shoulder blades, and you have your arms at multiple positions. That's technically called an arch body. How do we rock from there? You have a couple of options. I like to actually start in a cobra because I'm already starting with a little bit of momentum. If you're on a really hard floor, I might recommend putting like something soft down. Because as you rock, you're gonna try to keep your butt and back squeezed, and you're gonna try to lift your legs. I'm lifting my butt, I'm lifting my arms. Other than that, I'm trying to stay one solid shape, like you are the rocking part of a rocking chair or a rocking horse. Okay, so we're gonna try for a few of those, very nice. Let's start for 5. Ready, and go. And 5. Nice. Good job, everybody. All right, come back to your knees. Once you're done, maybe come to a child's pose, just to rest your back a little bit. You can also grab your heels and come to like a rabbit's pose to try to release any of that. Those always get the back body fired up for me. Excellent. All right, and that is it for my section. Next, we're gonna go to Staza for Get a Grip. Great job, everybody.
Awesome. That was so much fun. I feel like a little rocking horse, but I also feel like I was shaving off my hip bones slightly. So next time I will take your advice and use a softer surface. That was really fun. Thank you so much. We're going to start with Get a Grip, which is all about our hands, because our grip strength is about our fingers, our hands, and our forearms. Like I said, even if you are not an aerialist, even if you don't do any circus, this is just great for your overall strength in life. You'll be able to twist off those pickle jar lids. That's right, you'll need no help. Okay, we're gonna start by doing little extenders and squeezes. So I'm gonna spread my fingers out as wide as I can, reaching. Then I'm gonna squeeze my hand in, making a tight, tight little fist. Please don't squeeze so tight that you make yourself bleed. We're gonna do 5 of these and we're gonna hold at 3 seconds each. Okay, so we're gonna extend, reach really long, as hard as you can, spread those fingers. Now suck them all in, make that fist, squeezing that fist as tight as you can. Nice, extend one more time. Yes, grow those little finger roots. Go ahead and curl them back in to make those fists. And again, extend, reaching, sending your laser beams out. We're gonna curl back in to make our fist. One more time. I lied, there's 2 more times, but extend, extend. Squeezing in, tight as you can squeeze. You're trying to make gold in those hands. And then one more last. Reach, reach, reach as hard as you can. Curl the fingers in and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Nice job. Shake that out a little bit. We're gonna come on to a tabletop position. We're gonna be doing fingertip push-ups. So I'm gonna make a little tent or a little mountain with my hand using my fingertip pads. I'm gonna put my arms in a wide push-up position. I'm gonna do my push-ups while staying on my fingertips. I think these are really fucking hard. So I'm gonna be on my knees. More power to you if you wanna be on your feet, but it generally just looks like this. I'm gonna come out, come down, and back up, leaving that tent in my hand the whole time. So my fingertips are doing all of the work, okay? We're gonna do 10 of these. You can do them at your own pace or just do them until I'm done. Let's get going. Remember to engage the core, still having proper push-up position, but we're really focusing on keeping that tent with our hands. We're building up our fingertip strength. Nice, I'm halfway there. Hopefully you are too. Only a couple more. And last one. Nice job, you guys. Give yourself a little fingertip round of applause. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is grab our towels, dun, 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 or blanket, or scarf. I'm gonna get a little closer. Once you have your object, we are going to pretend that we just soaked this object. We just got out of the pool, wiped our whole body down. This towel's really wet and we can't pack it up yet. So we gotta wring this sucker out. So I'm going to do a wringing motion. One hand's going forward, one hand's going backwards. I'm just gonna keep wringing. Yes. Get every last bit of water out of there. This is working our wrists, our forearms, and our grip. Really trying to get every last drop. You don't want this to mold in your bag because you're gonna accidentally leave it in your car for a whole year. No, maybe that's just me. Okay, we're gonna go the other direction. So the other hand's gonna leave, the other hand's gonna pull backwards. So wring that opposite way. Really wanna make sure that we don't have any moisture left in this towel, blanket, or scarf. No judgment if you use your scarf to dry yourself. Keep going, squeezing and wringing as hard as you can. Awesome, you did it! This is one dry freaking towel. Put that to the side for now. We're gonna come back to a tabletop position. In this tabletop, we're gonna rise up from flat palms to those little tents, little mountains, and back down. I'm gonna do 20 of these. So in my tabletop, I'm rising up and down, and that's it. It's a very simple and small motion. We did something very similar to this with Tylyn's handstand conditioning. So you might remember that. It's a little same but different. A lot of these muscles are really great for your handstand. Go figure, all of this circus cross training. Let's do a couple more, because I lost count, but I wanted to do 20. And let's do one more for good luck. Awesome. Hopefully you're feeling that little burn in your forearms. Okay, go ahead and grab that towel again. You wrang it out. You did such a good job. So it's not really wet anymore, but you want to dry off the bottom of your foot. Your foot is just really gross, disgusting. You stepped in something. I'm going to take my towel around the bottom of my foot, and I'm going to think about gripping in a comfortable position. So my shoulders are set down my back. I'm not hunching over, and I'm not bending in my elbows in this nice straight line. I'm trying to sit up straight. I'm going to go ahead and pull on this towel, resisting with my leg. And while I do so, I'm going to be gripping as hard as I can and twisting my wrist in and out. Yes, using that leg for resistance. You may have seen videos of people doing something similar like this on a door or something. I just want to use my body because I trust my body to not swing open and hit me in the face. Nice, you guys. And let's just even it out so our legs don't feel off. We're gonna switch which leg it's on. We're doing the exact same motion though. Just don't want you to walk away, you're feeling imbalanced. And you can do whatever you want with your free leg. That guy can have its own little dance party off to the side. This is all about isolating to the hands and the forearms. Yes, really twisting and gripping. Awesome. Okay, woo! Shake that out a little bit. If you're feeling a little bit of a burn in your forearms, we're gonna do a simple little stretch here. I'm gonna point my fingers back towards my body, palms go onto the ground. I'm gonna sit back, and then I'm gonna slowly just peel my hands off of the floor, giving a nice little stretch to the forearms that we just spent some time working out. Awesome. And then when you're done, just shake that out so I know and I see everybody shaking it. Cool. Hopefully that helps you to get a grip on anything you're grabbing, including life. We are gonna move on to hang in there, and we're gonna keep working from the top down. So we obviously just worked our hands, which are super important for hanging onto any apparatus, but now we're gonna work on our elbows. That's right, our elbow hangs. So we use a lot of different muscles for our elbow hangs. These are biceps, our pecs, our triceps, our traps, our lats, so many things. So we're gonna try to do a couple little exercises for each. We're gonna start with our biceps. So you're gonna stand up and you're gonna grab that towel. I'm gonna take that towel and I'm gonna step on it from the outside of my foot. We're gonna do isometric bicep curls. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull up as hard as I can, like I would be wanting to lift a weight to do a bicep curl, but I'm obviously not gonna go very far. And that's the whole point. We're using this resistance and this counterweight in order to make this happen. Okay, we're gonna do about 5 of these. So really curling, pull, 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 and then release. Curling, pull, pull, and then release. Nice. You're trying to rip this towel out from under your foot, but you don't really want to do that. Or I like to think about, I'm gonna rip this towel in half, yeah. Nice, one more on this arm. We're really going for it. And relax. Let's switch sides. Do, do, do. Other foot's gonna step on the towel. Yes, we're gonna do same thing. 5 of them right here. Go ahead and start when you're ready. Really pulling up. You're trying to bring it to your face, but you just can't. Relax. Let's do another. Same deal. Try to remember to keep everything engaged in your body, having proper posture. We're not trying to hunch over here. We're not trying to make it hard on ourselves. We're just really trying to work that bicep without weights. Let's do another one. We're gonna rip that towel in half. It's gonna burst into space. And last one more time. Give it your all. Really pull on that. And release. Great job. Okay, moving on to our pecs. We're gonna do a classic, tired and true, regular old push-up. You can do these on your knees, you can do these on your feet. So flat hands, no fingertippies, just your normal old-fashioned push-up, okay? We're gonna do 10 of these. You can count them yourself, or you can just do them until I say done. Go ahead and kiss that floor, or maybe not. My floor is really quite disgusting. You know, I realize every day when I do these exercises, but I still haven't cleaned it. And that's okay. One more. You can do it, really push that floor away. Nice job. Okay, moving right along, we're gonna go to our triceps next. We're going to do some tricep push-ups. So instead of my hands being here, they're gonna be right here underneath my shoulders. So when I come down, my elbows are tracing down my body, pushing back up. Once again, you can do these on your knees, on your feet. Please work within what feels good for you. Okay, let's do 10 of those. Da, 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 da. Engaging those abs. Nice. I might need to come down onto my knees because these are hard. Only a couple more. One more. Awesome. Great job, you guys. Okay, next thing we're gonna do trap shoulder shrugs. So my hands are gonna come to prayer at heart center, or you can make a fist, or you can interlace them. You can throw up some shadow puppet symbols. I don't care what your hands are doing, but we're gonna squeeze up as hard as we can and then release down, all the way down our backs. Ready? So we're gonna squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Try to get those shoulders to your earlobes and then release. Nice. Squeeze and release. Squeezing up, trying to engage the muscles as we do this and release. A couple more. Squeezing up, release. Squeezing up, last one. Give it all your squeezes. You're gonna touch those earlobes with your shoulders and release. Awesome job. Okay, next thing, boop, 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 is we're gonna do some towel squeezes with our elbows. So I'm gonna take that towel, blanket, whatever. I'm gonna throw it on over my arm. That's right, present it nicely. I'm gonna flip that palm to the sky. I'm having it right in my elbow. So I'm gonna curl, it's gonna be in my elbow. I'm gonna grab underneath. If your towel is thick, it's a little bit harder to get a super good grip. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze in with that arm. I'm gonna try to leave my fingers nice and relaxed because my biggest pet peeve are fist and elbow legs. If you've ever taken class with me, I always talk about letting the water flow off your fingertips. Yes, yes, Autumn knows. So we're gonna keep those nice and free. We're gonna pull in, squeezing, and trying to resist while I'm pulling down with my other hand. Yes, so this is kind of like what we were doing with our grip a little bit, but we're trying to do it with our elbow pits to recreate that sensation and release. Nice, let's do another one. Squeezing in, using that lower arm to resist. Yes, really squeezing. If you're like, I don't feel shit, squeeze harder and try to add a little bit more resistance by pulling down. And release. We're gonna do one more. If you have a partner with you, you can always get them to hold on to the towel, and then the resistance is a little bit better, I feel. So just keep this in mind for those of you that are in quarantine with someone else. Just ask them to jump right in and release. Okay, let's do our other arm. Coming up and underneath, same deal, palm to the sky, coming back, having those nice free long fingers. We're gonna squeeze and pulling, resisting down. Oh, and it's snowing here. Look at that. And release. One more time, squeezing in. You're trying to crack open a walnut. That's right. We're gonna open up all the nuts. And look back down, relax. One more squeeze. Make this your best squeeze yet. Maybe you are just gonna squeeze right through this towel. You're gonna rip it off. And release. Nice. Just a little shaky, shake that out. Okay, one last thing we're gonna do that we did earlier this week, if you were in the pump it up, is we're gonna do a supine push-up. So I'm gonna lay on my back. My arms are gonna be like this, on the ground. I'm gonna bring my arms in, and I'm gonna allow my shoulders to lift up off of the floor, squeezing my shoulder blades towards each other, like there's little magnets that are sucking them on in, as close as they can get. Okay, bring you 10 of those all together. So laying flat on the ground, finding that arm position, and I'm gonna squeeze in. You should rise up off the ground here. Coming back down. Squeeze in, lifting yourself up, using just the back of your body. It's just so strong. Come back down. Nice. Really thinking about hitting that squeeze at the top and then relaxing back to the floor. I apologize if you're on carpet. Hopefully this doesn't give you rug burn on your elbows. If it does, just ease up a little bit. Like I said earlier, please no blood. We're not trying to draw blood here today. Do a couple more. Make this our last one. Really squeeze it in and relax. Woo, awesome. So that covers our elbow hang. I'm gonna check my time real quick just to make sure that we are cruising right along. We are going to go to our knee hangs next. That's right. Our knee hangs using our glutes, our quads, our whole leg really. We're gonna start by taking that handy dandy yoga block or book of similar size, or even a large pillow you can use. Don't use an animal for this. Okay, we're gonna come into our tabletop position. I'm gonna take that block, I'm gonna put it right under my booty in my butt smile, in my butt, and then I'm gonna trap it with the heel of that same foot. So now the block is between my booty and my heel. I'm gonna bring that up so that that leg is parallel with the floor. I'm gonna squeeze it, I'm gonna swing the leg under my body and back up. Engaging my abs as I do so. We're gonna do 10 of these each leg. So once I say, yeah, you guys see all set up, let's do it. Nice. And this is not about my flexibility. I'm not trying to kick up as hard as I can to the sky. I'm really thinking about squeezing that block as hard as I can. You should hopefully feel engagement in the same exact muscles that you would feel if you were doing a knee hang. And this is also just great for overall toning of the booty, which we all know I love to talk about. A couple more. 9 and 10. Let's switch legs. So same thing, block's gonna come into my butt smile and then into the heel of that foot. I'm gonna lift that leg up and I'm gonna start that squeezing and swinging. So under, and this is not, maybe swinging is the wrong word, because as you can see, I'm not going very far. I'm just going just enough that I'm getting a movement while I'm maintaining the squeeze. It's more about isolating the muscles than it is about the range of the motion here. But hopefully it should feel like you're really working to keep that object wedged between your booty and your heel. And one more. Nice job. Okay, we are going to lay on our face. So just flop on down to the ground. We're gonna do a very similar thing, except we're just doing squeezes while laying. So I'm gonna take my block. Once again, I'm gonna put it in my heel and my underbutt. And then I'm gonna lay on the floor. I'm gonna try to keep my hips extended flat on the floor. I'm gonna squeeze up and in. Again, I'm not lifting very high. I'm just lifting just enough so I can have that squeeze. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna hold it for 10 seconds, release, and then repeat. So let's squeeze it up. Really thinking about, once again, like you wanna snap this block in half. You wanna kick yourself in the butt. That's all you've ever wanted, is for that heel to reach that booty and release. Relax for a couple seconds. And let's do it again. Squeezing hard as you can. Keeping those hips nice and flat. Try not to do anything weird with your upper body. If you start like twisting in strange ways, back out of it a little bit. And release. Let's switch legs. So boop, under your butt, into your heel. Let's do that 10-second hold again. So I'm gonna lift up and squeeze. Nice job, you guys. Those are some solid squeezes. And release. Just relax for a second or two. And then go ahead and squeeze hard as you can. And then release. Nice. Woo. Okay. So you're feeling a little burn in your booty and behind your knees. We're gonna take our towels once again, our trusty towels. We're gonna come to standing. I'm gonna take my towel and we're gonna do the exact same thing we kind of did with our elbows, except with our knees. So I'm gonna take that underneath my knee pit, squeeze. I'm gonna use both my hands though, because it's more comfortable. I'm gonna squeeze in, keeping my hips in line. I'm gonna pull up with the towel. So I am kind of like making this bent motion with my arms so that my shoulders don't do anything weird, okay? Let's go ahead and squeeze and pull up. Yes. Thinking about you're trying to get that heel back as far as it can go. The towel is in the way, of course, and also you're not moving your legs. You're keeping everything nice and stable. And relax. Whew. Okay, let's do that again. Squeezing and pulling up. You're gonna rip this towel. And relax. One more time. Really give it your all. This is your final squeeze on this leg. You want this towel to know who's boss. Squeeze and release. Nice. Kind of just like shake that leg out a little bit. Cool. Let's go to our other leg. Same thing. Gonna put it underneath my knee pit here. I'm gonna stand nice and tall and strong. Hips are in line. Posture is nice and straight. Shoulders are down the back and engaged. Go ahead and squeeze and pull, giving that resistance with your arms. So it's like your leg wants to pull the towel away, but you're not gonna let it. Nope. This is a battle between your hands and your knees, and only one can win. Okay, and release. Nice. And again, engage. Squeeze. That little resistance. You may even feel this in your biceps, depending on how hard you're pulling. And that's okay too. And release. Last one. Really make it count. Squeeze the life out of this toe. A lot of these exercises are just great for frustration, so get it out on your towel. And release. Nice. Shake that. Yeah. Okay. For the last thing we're doing, I'm going to take you on an adventure. It's an adventure to a faraway land called my other couch. Okay, so I'm going to do hip thrust. I'm going to move a cat first. Say, hi, cat. I am going to align my arms like so on my couch. Feet are going to come wide. This is going to be a little bit bolder of an angle for you guys. I apologize. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up to a flat position. I'm going to keep going, squeezing my booty and lifting my hips as high as I can. Okay? So that's why I call it hip thrust, thrusting up into the sky. Really squeezing the butt at the top. We're going to do 10 of these all together. It's very 80s workout power thrust. Okay, let's do it. Squeezing up and down. Nice. You guys are just thrusting masters. I think I said yesterday, this is just going to get us ready for once we're released out of quarantine. There's going to be a hit at all the parties. Awesome job. Really squeezing as high as you can at the top. If you're doing modifications on the ground, that is great too. Just try to let it go into your arms or your triceps at all. Really focusing on the booty because it's such an important muscle for our knee hangs. And let's do one more. Really squeeze and down. Great thrusting. Thrust masters. Okay, we're gonna go on another journey back to where we started. And we're gonna move on to our feet, toes, heel hangs. So we're gonna do something really similar to what we did with our rotator cuffs. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. So I don't die. We are going to, standing on one leg, bring our other leg up. We're gonna write circus workout party with our feet, with our toes. Uh-oh. Did I go away? Or am I good? Okay, I'm good. Sorry, my computer did something weird. We're gonna write circus workout party with our toes. So this is engaging our stabilizers of our ankles, which is really important, while also doing mobility with our other foot. Okay? Write it as fast as you can and go. You can write in cursive. You can write in print. You can write illegibly. You can just write whatever you desire. Circus workout party's preferred, but awesome. Shake that out. Let's do our other foot. Same deal. Circus workout party and go. Kind of like what Anastasia was saying, it's really more about the random movements than it is about having the perfect calligraphy. Okay, awesome. Shake that out. We are going to do little leg lifts to the front, flexing my foot as hard as I can. I'm not kicking, I'm not trying to get super high. I'm really trying to maintain a very active flex, going to where I feel like that flex moves out of my leg. I'm trying to isolate this to my leg only. We're gonna do 10 of these. Ready? On to begin. Yes. It's very little fancy kicks, kicking your soccer ball, but you're just really refined, and so you're just gonna give it a little kick and not a big kick. Nice, hard flex. Awesome, let's do the other leg. Really thinking about pulling those toes back as hard as you can. You want those toes to touch your shin in your imagination. Oh, the cat, don't kick a cat. And one more, 10. Awesome, okay. Let me see how much time we have left. Because I want to do, okay. I have time for like one more thing. We're gonna do toe curls. So I'm just gonna squeeze as hard as I can, trying to pull up whatever's underneath me. So I'm pulling in with my toes, my arches are rising. You can do this on a flat surface, but it is pretty awesome and satisfying if you have something to stand on, because you can really grip into it. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of those. So curling in, trying to pull that object off of the ground, and then releasing. Yes. Getting all of our foot muscles awakened and into the party. Also, this is really great because you'll get so strong, you just won't have to bend over to pick up anything. Just pick it all up with your feet. You can make paintings with your feet. That's right. I see the future. Do a couple more. Last one. Really squeeze it, really pull that thing off of the ground, whatever it is that you're squeezing, and release. Let's just go ahead and do a little run that out. Awesome, yes. So that's all I have for you today, and I hope that it helps you to hang in there. And then we're gonna go on a little break right now before coming back with Tylyn.
Yay, great work everyone. Thank you, Staza. Thank you, Anastasia. Really looking forward to Tylyn's section. I believe there were a few things that we need for Tylyn, so if you could just mention what those were again real quick.
Yeah, we need a resistance band or a scarf or a towel. Wall space, that could be just as wide as a door. Couch or chair. Light weights. I have a water bottle because I did not prepare for the apocalypse with home weights. So that's what I've got. A can of soup would do just great too, something you can fit in your hand. And I believe that's everything. All right, so go have a break, get some water, pee. I have to pee. That kicked my butt. That was awesome. And we'll see you guys in a couple minutes. What time are we coming back, Cressy?
So you guys have 5 minutes break. The hope is that with a 5-minute break, everyone can stick around for the full hour and a half. This last half hour is going to be really awesome. So yeah, and in the meantime, while you're on break, I'm going to do a screen share. So if anybody wants donation information, that'll be available for you there. These are free classes for everyone. And people who do donate are contributing to all of us wonderful artists and instructors that are out of work, as I'm sure a lot of you are. So thank you so much for those donations. We split them up weekly based on coach participation. Enjoy your break. See you guys soon.
All right, welcome back, everybody. That 5 minutes went so fast. I'm gonna try today to just talk to my computer. I do have my AirPods, so please just holler at me or let me know in the chat if you can't hear me as well. I'll be checking back to the chat every couple minutes between exercises, so please let me know if anything comes up there, okay? All right, let's go. Yes, Chrissy.
You sound great. It's very clear.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. All right, you guys, today we are doing something called Open Up, which we are going to open our hearts and our minds and our shoulder pits. So we are going to go ahead and get started by laying down on the ground. I'm going to be playing with some angles today, and I will verbalize everything. I'd like everybody to watch first, and then we can do the exercise second. Well, we'll see how that goes. All right, so we're gonna get started laying on our bellies, putting our right, maybe you can see, yeah, this works. Putting our right arm out to the side, lifting our left hand over to our left armpit, and bring our left leg back to toes to point towards our right hand.
It is harder to hear you now, Tylyn. Which is fine, just talk loudly, but you'll be okay. It's just a little hard.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Yeah, thumbs up? Okay, I guess if I'm talking at the floor, you probably can't hear me that well. Shocking. I should have anticipated it. All right, so if we're laying on the ground, we're gonna put our right arm out to the side, bring our left arm at a 90-degree angle up by our left armpit, bring our left leg up, twist back, so our left hip is facing the ceiling, thumb to the sky. We're gonna hold it there for about 5 seconds. So everybody go ahead and assume the position. After these 5 seconds, walk your fingertips up about 6 inches or so. Hold it there. We're trying to push our armpit down into the ground. It may help when we walk our fingertips up. Go ahead and walk them up a little bit more to roll onto our bellies a little bit more and then move back so our left hip is facing the sky. Push that shoulder down into the ground only to where it feels comfortable, a good stretch. You don't want it to hurt. Walk those fingertips up a little bit more and really push on this one. Get that last deep stretch. Good. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So this time we bring our left arm out to the side, out to our left. Right arm comes up at a 90-degree angle by our chest. Right leg bends, rotates backwards, so our right hip is facing the ceiling, and our thumb is up towards the ceiling. Hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your fingers up 6 to 8 inches. Push that armpit down into the floor, only to where it feels good. Another 6 to 8 inches up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, bring that arm up and really push your armpit down to the floor. We're sinking in. Hold this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Fabulous. All right, I'm gonna get rid of these again.
All right, you guys, can you hear me again? Thumbs up. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to try and do these against my door. That's my little door space. You're welcome to do these on the ground as well. So approach the door, sit down into it, not quite at a 90 and not with your legs straight. Slightly bent, maybe 45. Bring your arms up as a goalpost. Have your elbows and your wrists touching the door. Pelvic tilt under, so instead of having that sexy back, pelvic tilt under. We have knit ribs, a short little belly space, a long back. We're gonna bring our elbows up, up, up. As long as they're holding on to the door, they're glued there, you're good. Try and get them up as high as possible. Hold them there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come off. Oh, nice job. We are going to turn around. If you are on the floor, go ahead and go up to your couch and place your hands up on the couch. If you're on the door or the wall, you can stay there. We're going to put our hands up as wide as our shoulders. Palms on the door and drop your chest down towards the floor. Stay in this passive stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. All right, we're gonna repeat that one more time. This time I'm gonna do it on the floor in case anyone's doing it down there with me. Looks like everybody has some wall space though. All right, so go back up to your wall. Find your about 45-degree position with your legs, goalpost arms. Make sure your elbows are touching the door as well as the back of your hands, and slowly start to slide those up. Keep that pelvic tilt, little belly, knit ribs, as high up as you can go. I can't go straight. If you can, you are amazing. I mean, you're all amazing, but that is just like superhuman status. Hold it there. Feel the engagement. Woo! And relax. All right, this time up onto the couch or the door. Hands as wide as our shoulders. And I'll do it. This way's fine. All right, hands as wide. Go ahead and drop that chest towards the door, towards the floor. Hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, everybody. Hopefully that feels okay. I really like those as a passive and an active shoulder opener, and you can find anywhere to do them. Door, wall, couch, floor, they're perfect. So next we are going to go into some active movements in a handstand position on the floor. So I will show everybody what it is first and then go ahead and follow with me after. All right. Gotta get used to these angles. All right, so by handstand position, I mean that we are going to take our belly and instead of having it really long, tighten it up. Pretend like you have some suspenders going from your ribs down to your hip bones. And instead of having long suspenders, you make them really small. Another way to think about this is by coughing. If you go, it's great noise. I encourage everyone to cough at home on their own free time. But cough it up, get it really small. We are going to have our chin on the floor, looking up like we would be in a handstand position here, looking between our thumbs. Thumbs are going to be up, and we're going to reach up towards the sky. Let's see. All right. So here we are. I'm going to tilt my pelvic bone down, chin stays up, and I lift my thumbs to the ceiling like so. Try and hold at the very top. We're gonna do 10 on each side. Do them at your own pace. When you're done, come on back up to the camera or whatever you're doing it on, and we will move on. Remember to keep your booty squeezed, hips down towards the floor, knit ribs, thumb up to the sky, and really reach up towards that ceiling. Hold at the top and then slowly bring it down. All right, guys, we should be about halfway there. Keep going. You got it. Reach to the sky. Don't forget to keep that booty squeezed. You guys are looking so good. Tasha, nicely done. Staza, girl, you so fast, girl. Nice done. All right. Looking good, you guys. Whose cat is that? Or wait, is that a dog? Kathy, is that a dog? Paparoo! All right, it looks like everyone finished up. This time we are going to take our resistance band. So I had ankle surgery back in November, and this is the really crappy band that they gave me, but it was free, so I took it. Hopefully you guys have something better. It doesn't need to be too long. If it is long, you can just fold it in half and make it a little shorter. We're gonna go back into that same position. Hands are gonna be wide over a grip, and we're gonna work this move on the floor, really working to pull our arms out to the side, up, back, and down to our butt. Let's go ahead and do 10 of those. Same position, chin on the floor, looking up, small belly, squeezing your butt, and do 10 at your own pace. Come back to the computer, camera, phone, I don't know, whatever you're on. All right, let's do it. Oh, yeah. I can feel them. If anyone else is really bad at counting like I am, we're probably about halfway there. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Jacob, this virtual background that you have is just stellar. Nice job, Colleen. That looks awesome. Yeah, nice job, everybody. Wiggle it out. Give a little one of these. Get this moving. Yeah, Staza, I like it. Awesome. Anastasia, you look good. All right, you guys, we are moving on. Let's see here. Thanks. Ooh, we're gonna swim. We're gonna go for a little swim just like we did in the warm-up. We are gonna be on our bellies, taking our hands out in front of us, around to the side, and matching them to our back like this, and coming back up. Try and keep your fingers about 3 to 4 inches off the ground in front of you if you can, and hover just behind your back. I'll show it first, and let's do 7 to 10. I am just not good at counting today, so I don't expect you to be either. Hands go forward. Remember, squeeze that butt again, handstand body. Arms go around, really wide to the side. Touch behind our back. And come back forward. That counts as 1 rep. Do 7 to 10. Let's go. Woo, my shoulders feel it, and I'm only on number 3. You guys are doing so good. Woo. All right, about halfway there. Check in with your body. Is your butt squeezed? Are your ribs down? Is your chin up? All right. Beautiful job. We are going to move on to the rehab portion of our shoulders. Hopefully this is feeling nice and open. I know mine is. So go ahead and take just a second, maybe do some rolls. You can do shoulder shrugs, up and around, whatever feels good to you. This is the time when we're going to use our lightweight or our seltzer bottle. We're going to hold on to our resistance bands, please. And we'll be using a couch in this one. If you want, you can keep it on the floor. There's going to be 2 levels, so whichever one you want to do is just fine. I'll give everybody another 15 seconds to make sure they have their weight, their resistance band, the couch is cleared off, there's no cats on it, and we'll get going. I'm also going to grab some water. Oh my gosh. All right. We are going to start with our lightweight, and man, finding angles for everything is just so challenging now. All right, you guys are gonna go on my coffee table right there. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so taking our lightweight in our left hand and our right foot forward like a power stance. We're gonna bend over. You can rest your right hand on your knee. You can rest it on your couch, wherever you want, but just down a little bit. Take the weight, I'm gonna flip you over. Take the weight in your hand, drop it down, and we're gonna slowly go just forward and back like a pendulum. Nicely done. All right, start to move that into a circle. Let's do counterclockwise. As much as you can, try and let that weight guide your arm. All right, reverse it, clockwise. And to the left and the right. East and the west. Side to side, back and forth, I don't know, whatever you want. It's up to you. Good, all right, go ahead and flip that around. So now our left leg is forward. The weight will be in our right hand. We can rest our left hand on our left knee or down on the couch, whatever you're using, a chair. And we're gonna start by going forward and back. Just let it swing. Awesome. All right, what did we do next? Counterclockwise. Sometimes it still takes me longer than I'd like to admit to remember which way is counterclockwise. And reverse it. Clockwise now. And back and forth, side to side. Beautiful, everybody. We all look so calm and fluid. I love it. All right, we can put that weight down. Actually, I lied. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to lie to you guys. I would never, ever do it on purpose. We're sticking with our weight. We're going to hold on to it. And we're going back down to the ground. So please watch first. And then we can do it together. We're going to take that little sexy pose. Anyone seen the Titanic? This is what Rose did. I got in so much trouble when I was a kid. I saw the Titanic behind my mom's back with my dad. They're divorced. She didn't like it. All right, we're taking that weight in our top hand. It doesn't matter which one. We're gonna start with it at a parallel level to the floor. We're gonna drop it down towards our belly button, internally rotating, and back up to parallel. Down to our belly button, and back up. Give me a little sexy wave if you like this one. Hey guys. Beautiful, nice and slow. Try not to let your hand go past 90 degrees either direction. All right, go ahead and stop it at the top. Hold on to it. Anyone feeling a little bit of a burn here? I am. All right, go up to the top. Again, 90. Bring it down to parallel right at your hips and back up to the top. Nice and slow. This time we are externally rotating, using our rotator cuff to get us where we want to go. Whew. Beautiful. All right, let's do a sexy transition over. I know you guys are all circus people, so whoosh, back to the other side. Let me see what you got. Ooh, Cressy, that was nice, girl. All right, here we are. Start it up at the top with our left. Drop it down to our belly button. Back up to parallel. Nice and slow. We're just lubricating those joints, that's all. I feel like I'm in one of those late night commercials. You guys know the ones. 1-800, call me now. Good. All right, one more and then hold it at the parallel level. Hold, hold, hold. And reverse up to the top. We're externally rotating now. Fabulous. Hi, Bailey. All right, let's do one more. Hold it. Hold, 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 hold. And let it go. Ah, beautiful. Everyone's so good. All right, what's our time at? Holy moly, that went so fast. Okay, go ahead and shake it off. I'd like for everyone to just take a seat, ground ourselves down. There we go. Nope, that doesn't work. That's one of those views. Okay, ground ourselves down. While you're sitting here, we can start to move our wrists around, figure 8. Awesome. All right, we can stretch our wrists out a little bit. Put our fingers down to the floor, grab with our opposite hand and pull our fingers back towards our body. Let's roll our neck out, nice and slow. Counterclockwise, my favorite direction, and clockwise. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that's here tonight and that has been here for Circus Workout Party. Cressy, you've created an amazing platform for all of us to come together during some really scary and uncertain times. And it's so lovely to look up at the screen. Let's flip to this 90-90 and go ahead and sit back. Another nice little view. But it's just so nice to look up at this screen and see how many people have connected together through movement. And you're taking time out of your day and energy out of, you know, the tank that you have to be here. And it just really warms my heart. So thank you, everybody, so much. This portion is called opening up, right? This is what we're doing. Go ahead and switch your legs to the other side. I'll open up a little bit. Yesterday was my 2-year weight loss anniversary. Whoop, whoop. I have kept off 30 pounds in the last 2 years. I was like 162 for a long time. And I'm really proud of how far I've come. The circus community is so much of that. Go ahead and spread wide. So although I don't know everybody here in person, it's, you know, what is it, 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, something like that, where I am sure that we all know somebody that knows somebody that would connect us, and you are all a part of that journey for me. So thank you so much. Ah, beautiful. Let's take about 10 more seconds just to sit down in a butterfly or a pretzel, whatever you did in, whatever you called it in first grade. Let's put our left hand on our belly, our right hand over our chest. Close our eyes. and take about 4 seconds to breathe in, hold it for 2, and a loud exhale through your mouth for about another 4 seconds. Here we go. On the in, hold for 2 and out. Go back in. Three more. Last one. Oh my gosh, that just feels like magic to me. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today for our aerial intensive circus workout party. I appreciate you so much. Cressy, thank you. Anastasia and Staza, you are amazing. I love doing your workout. Thank you guys. Heart in and out. 1, 2, 3. The love explosion is real. Staza girl.
Okay. Like, thanks guys for coming and working it out with us. I love you all. Truly hang in there. I mean it. We're all in it together. Okay. And thanks, Cressy. Mwah. Love you guys.
Great job, everyone. Thanks for being here. You made my day much better. So I appreciate you all, and Cressy and Staza and Tylyn and everyone that's here. I love seeing your faces over and over again and your names over and over again, for those of you who have your cameras off. Much love.
Thank you guys so much. I lost count. I think this is party 12 or something like that. I have to say, putting my hand over my heart and my stomach, I immediately started crying. So thank you for holding space for us to all be vulnerable together at the end there. That was really special. It's just so great to see you guys every time. Tomorrow is our dance intensive. So a lot of upper body today. Tomorrow will be a lot of lower body. If you've taken the dance intensive before or any other class that Fallon has been a part of, Turnout Dance is coming back. It is a very serious booty pocket butt burner from hell and heaven at the same time. So please join us for that experience. If you haven't experienced it yet, now's the time. All right, you guys, virtual high five. Way to be awesome. Yeah, go over to the chat, say hello, say goodbye. Take care of yourselves, wonderful people. Love you all so much.